begin with the end of chapter problems from 23 on warranties. You've read the facts, so Alex, would you read the first question, and then Brandon, would you give us an answer?
Okay. An appliance owner promised the restaurant owner that a home dishwasher would fulfill the dishwashing requirements of a large restaurant. The dishwasher was purchased, but it was not powerful enough for the restaurant.
Chapter 23.
Oh,
The textbook.
sorry. I thought we were on.
And talk to Angel.
Sorry.
I think it's page 450.
Yeah, I got it. Shailene bought a Great Lakes spa from Val Porter.
Talk to Angela.
From Val Porter, a dealer who was selling spas at the state fair. Porter told Kolchak that the Great Lakes spas were top of the line in the Cadillac of spas and indicated that the spa she was buying was fully warranted for 3 years. Kolchak signed on installment contract. Then Porter handed her the manufacturer's paperwork and arranged for the spa to be delivered and installed for her. 3 months later, Kolchak noticed that one corner of the spa was leaking onto her new deck and causing damage. She complained to Porter, but he did nothing about the problem. Kolchak's family continued to use the spa. Using the information presented in the chapter, answer the following questions.
So, and question number 1 is,
Did Porter's statement that the spa was top of the line in Cadillac of spas create any type of warranty? Why or why not?
you know, Brandon, I'm listening to that as a customer, and it sounds good to me, top of the line, Cadillac. Does that create a warranty?
No,
Why not?
it's a statement of opinion, not
It's
that.
perfect. That's what you expect salespeople to say that. So the answer is no. Question number 2, Kayla, read us the question and Greg answer it for us.
What if the paperwork was silent about the warranty? Was there an effective claim under the UCC?
What do you think, Greg?
I think no.
Because actually, orally he had said, 2 problems. Orally he had said it's fully warranted for 3 years. And also, Greg, to have a disclaimer, it's got to be conspicuous, and it's buried in the small print here. So answer is no. Question number 3, Taylor, read us the question, and Megan, give us an answer. I'm sorry. Kayla, read us the, we have a word now. Sorry.
Can Kolchak sue Porter for breach of implied warranty of merchantability because the spa leak? Explain.
What do you think, Megan?
Yeah,
Yes, you can, because, why?
because he's a merchant and it's legal that should work.
Because he's a merchant, and under, good answer, and a UCC, there's implied warranty of merchantability that, as you said, it works the way it's supposed to work. And Megan, if it's leaking,
It's not working.
it's not working. Question number 4, Talini, read us the question, and then Katie, give us an answer.
Suppose that 1 year later, Pacific Credit Union contacted Kolchak and claimed that it had a security interest in the spa. Would this be a breach of any of the title warranties discussed in the chapter explained?
What do you think, Katie?
Yes, no wings.
And so one of the warranty of title says that I own it, and that there are no infringements to it, and nobody has a lien to it. So Katie, does that mean I cannot sell you property with a lien? Sure I can, but I have to tell you. Now later, Katie will talk about debtor-creditor law, and the question's gonna come up, do you need the permission of the bank to sell me the car? Yes, but that's for a different day. But for now, all you need to tell me, if you sell me the car that's got a bank note on it, you need to tell me. Now, David, I never want to turn on and see.
There's an error.
How do you know?
Lucky guess.
It says a projector error occurred when processing the command. And it wants me to say okay, but that's not okay. But you recommend it because you're the wizard.
Yes, I would suggest clicking OK.
And then,
Just like that. It's magic.
okay. So, let's look at the questions. Talini, an appliance seller, promised a restaurant owner that a home dishwasher would fulfill the dishwashing requirements of a large restaurant. First of all, to lean in that strains credibility, doesn't it? Because in a restaurant, it's gonna get much more use, but, okay, but you promised me, and the seller knew of the purpose that was being bought. So, Katie, what is the answer? C. C is in Charlie. The express warranty that the goods conform to the seller's promise because Tellini, had we not informed the seller of the purpose, that would not be the case. And Katie, does it surprise you that something that is built for home use does not work in a restaurant? Because it would receive much more. Oh, I'm sorry, I should scroll up. Okay, question 2. So, question 2. So, Kaylee and Jody, Big bought a used boat from Ocean Marina that disclaimed any and all warranties in connection with the sale. Ocean was unaware that the boat had been stolen from Kidd. Vic surrendered it to Kidd when confronted with proof of the theft. Vic sued Ocean. Who is likely to prevail and why? Kayla, how do you analyze this?
What I looked at was that where they implied warranties like building.
But Jody, it says that we disclaimed any and all warranties. Does that not cover us? And the answer is no, because any and all warranties means that I'm not promising you that it's any good, but it's implied by UCC, although I'm not a merchant, that I have good title, and clearly I don't. Therefore, Kayla, the answer is A. Jody, you agree? Awesome. That's a good one. Question 3. Question 3, David, under your sales article to UCC, most goods sold by merchants are covered by certain warranties. An example of an express warranty would be a warranty of usage of trade. David, that would not apply to most goods. That would only apply when there's something particular about my use and you're aware of that. So that's wrong. B, fitness for a particular purpose. Well, that would apply to the sale of the washing of the dishwasher, but not in this case. Merchantability, or conformity of goods to a sample. So I think, David, the answer is either C or D. What do you say?
D.
D, because D is an express warranty, while merchantability is an implied warranty. So the answer is D. Now, help me out with this. David, I think this was Kobe's example from last time. Kobe, you went to buy a bicycle, and you looked at a model on the showroom floor, and then you say, I want that one, and the merchant came and gave you a box. The merchant didn't say anything,
But the action.
but the action created an express warranty. Very good. So A is wrong because it's not most goods. B is wrong because it's not most goods. C is wrong because that's implied. And D is correct. Very good. Question 4. Matthew and Ann. Under UCC sales article, an action for breach of the implied warranty merchantability by a party who sustains personal injury may be successful against the seller of the product only when. So let's start at the bottom and work up.
Okay.
An action based on strict liability in tort can also be successfully maintained. That is, do I have to win a tort to win in contract? No, so that's wrong. And the injured party is in privity of contract. And what does that mean? If I'm in privity of contract with you, that means that you and I have a contract? So, let's suppose that I buy a car from you. And let's suppose that I loan the car to Matt. And let's suppose that due to defective brakes, he's in an accident and is injured. Now, Matt, you don't have privity with her, do you? She sold me the car. You're my friend, I loan you the car. So you don't have a contract with her, do you?
Not that.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at Greg. Matt? You don't have privity of contract with her because I do.
Mhm.
But can you still sue?
Yes.
So therefore C is wrong. B, Matt, the action based on negligence can also be successfully maintained. I think, Matthew, B and D say the same thing in different words, don't they? And as a rule of thumb, when you have two answers that say the same thing in different words, you can eliminate them. So Ann, I hope the answer is A. The seller is a merchant of the product involved. Notice, and there's no indication, so the answer is A. There's no indication that the seller did anything wrong, but simply, Kelsey, we talked about this last time, it's a question of that's the price you pay for being in the marketplace. And Matt, does that seem reasonable? I think so. Question number 5. On the UCC, Alex and Megan, so Alex is over there, right? So Alex and Megan, the UCC, the sales article in UCC, the warranty of title, Alex provides that seller cannot disclaim the warranty of the sale is made, that the warranty if the sale is made to a bona fide purchaser. I cannot disclaim? Sure I can. Megan, let's look at D. Applies only if the seller is a merchant. That's wrong, it applies whenever. And C applies, Megan, only if it's in writing and signed by the seller. No, you can do it orally. In fact, not only can you do it orally, but Megan, you don't have to do it at all. And if you think about it, Alex, that is, when you sell me something, one of the fundamental feature parts of the bargain is that you have the right to sell it. So therefore, Megan and Alex's answer is B for boy. Very good. Yeah, question 6. Michael and Taylor, where you at, Michael? Oh, there you are. And Taylor, oh, there you are. Without a book. That's okay. And the sales article of the UCC is heavy. On the sales article of the UCC, which of the following statements is correct regarding the creation of express warranties? Express warranties must contain formal words such as warranty or guarantees. Well, Michael, we know there are no magic words. What about D? Express warranties, Taylor, cannot be based on statements made in seller's promotional material. That's wrong. C, Michael, express warranties are not enforceable if made orally. Well, that's wrong. So therefore, Taylor, I hope the answer is B. Express warranties must be part of the basis of the bargain. Well, Michael, I know that's the right answer because I know the other 3 are wrong. But Michael, does that make sense? That is, it's part of the understanding that we have when you sell me something that the thing works, and that your title and so forth. So now, let's look at the second assignment. And my recommendation, when you see a simulation, Alex, is the first thing I would do is I would read the questions. I would read the questions before I read the facts, because, Kelsey, if you read the facts first, you might start analyzing the question they don't ask, and therefore you waste time. That makes sense? So the first thing I would do is read the question, and then go back and read the facts. And I think that's particularly good advice in this particular question, because notice that Viju is a series of dates. So the questions are asked chronologically. So Viju, tell me what the event was that happened on January 20th, and then Katie, tell me what letter the answer is. And while you're thinking about that, Kayla, does the UCC cover this contract? And that's Kelsey, a question that you don't ask, but I think to be able to analyze it, does the UCC, and what kind of a contract is it, Jody? Is it a contract for services? So does UC cover it? UCC covers the sale of goods. Okay. So did you tell me what happened on January 20th, and Katie, tell me the legal significance of it.
ANSYS signed a memorandum to keep taking the terms of the offer.
And Bijou, the offer provided for a 3-year contract at $10,000 per month. So does that contract have to be in writing? Yes. Why? Why, man?
It's over 500.
Well, no. No, the $500 rule applies to goods. But it does have to be in writing. Why? Cannot be completed within a year. So now that I know what the law is, Katie, tell me what the answer is.
J,
Jay, and so you can just read it. Okay. Because what happened? And J is submission of a. I'm sorry, that was. Let me think about this, Katie. I think I'm wrong, right? Because there was no, J says submission of a written offer. There was no written offer. There
Well, it
was a-
says on January 20th, Atlantic sent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the wrong damn date. Okay, on January 15th, there was an oral communication that was memorialized on January 20th. Thank you. I knew something was wrong there. So now let's look at 2. Kayla, tell me what happened on January 21st, and then Jody, tell me what the answer is.
On the 21st, they attempted to accept the offer.
And so what do we have on January 21st? Jody?
The attempted acceptance.
We have a attempted acceptance of an offer. Why?
Well, because it's not under the UCC, then the mailbox rule probably doesn't apply, so therefore, they tried to.
Well, the mailbox rule is a common law rule. So I guess the question is, does the mailbox rule apply? But then, yes, read on. Kayla says the memorandum had included a payment clause that hadn't been discussed, and the provision that Pete's acceptance offer would not be effective until it was received. Therefore, does that overcome the mailbox rule? Remember, Kayla, that the offeror is the master of the offer. So the mailbox rule applies to both the UCC and the common law, but the language of the offer invalidated that. You agree, Kayla?
Yes.
So now, David, tell me what happened in number 3 and on January 23rd, and then David, tell me what the answer is.
He received the offer on, wrong thing. Atlantic wrote trying to revoke the offer from
And why was that? Was that effective?
it was not,
Why?
because they had already received the acceptance.
So therefore, so let me see, let me get the timeline. So we're on question,
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
yeah. So what happened on January 23rd? And in fact, Kelsey, what I probably should do, but I'm not because the camera doesn't pick it up, is probably should diagram this. So David, now read the right question, right question. On 23rd.
Yeah, they did write to revoke the offer on the 23rd.
Okay, now, was that an effective revocation?
No.
Because the revocation is effective when? Effective, the revocation of an offer is effective when it's received. And the problem, David, is that the notice of revocation was sent on the 23rd, and that's not effective until received. and they accepted on the 24th. So now, what happened on, Alex, what happened on the 24th?
On the 24th, Atlantic received the acceptance from P.
Which means what?
That means that a valid contract is formed.
What about the revocation?
The acceptance,
Revocation arrived after the acceptance, therefore,
it doesn't count.
And what was the effect, Kelsey, what was the effect of the event that took place on January 25th? On 25th, we received the revocation, but,
But he had already accepted, so it's an invalid revocation.
so therefore, Kelsey, do we have a contract?
Yes.
Okay, I don't understand this. Kelsey, so I say to you, I give you an offer to paint my house, and I send the offer to you on Monday. On Wednesday, I say I changed my mind and I don't want you to paint my house. And then on Thursday, you accept the offer, not knowing that I revoked it. So why do we have a contract? I revoked it.
Because you made the offer and I
And you did
accept-
not know. So you accepted before the revocation. It seems like Kelsey, it seems like the law is somewhat biased against the offerer. And I think, Kobe, that makes sense, since the offerer is the master of the offer. Therefore, since Candace, the offerer is the master of the offer, to counterbalance that, we do this rule. So again, my revocation is not effective because you had no notice before you accepted. Now, we change the facts, and I make the offer on Monday. I send you a confirmation. I send you a revocation on Wednesday. You get it on Thursday, and then you accept on Friday. That's different because
Because I have the
you had notice. But then, Michael, what if she lies?
I never lied.
Let the record reflect that Kelsey never lies, and I think that's a lie. Think about that. Is that right? In my entire life, I never lied. What if you said, I never tell the truth? Think about that. If you say, I never tell the truth, Megan,
You're always lying?
but I never tell the truth, but did I just tell the truth? I mean, that's a statement you cannot make. Can a humble person say, I'm humble? Well, David does it, but then by definition, he's not humble. Okay, now. Now, let's go to the next scenario. And here, Kelsey, is this covered by the UCC?
No.
No, because, and Kelsey, do we have one or two contracts?
2.
We have two. So March the 1st, we have a contract to install a local area network system. And then later, we have a separate contract to assist in the development of an internet homepage. And even I know those are two different things. So what was the effect, Alex, of the event that took place on March 1st? And Alex, what happened on March the 1st?
Atlantic made a contract with CAT, an oral contract for them to provide.
And since it was, could be performed within a year,
Yeah.
it was not a good, then it does not have to be in writing. Therefore, and we have a enforceable contract. Number 2, Cindy, what happened on March the 15th?
Atlantic offered CAT money to assist in the design of their homepage.
And Michael, what happened there?
Form another.
We now have another contract. Question 3, what happened on April the 5th? Taylor and then Megan.
Atlantic accepted CAT's withdrawal from the Internet Homepage Design Project.
So Megan, what's the answer?
H.
H. I'm noticing that Kelsey nobody's missing any questions. I don't know why. Then on question number 9, AJ, what's going on? And then Brandon, what happened?
So CAT notified Atlantic that CAT had assigned the fees due to CAT on the LAN installation engagement to Band Computer Consultants.
So therefore, there's an attempted assignment of rights, and Brandon, was it successful?
Yes.
Yes. Question number 10, what happened to Leany on April the 30th?
Atlantic notifies CAT that the agreement is canceled.
But Talini made a contract. Kayla, what do we have?
Breach of contract.
Breach of contract. So the answer is, okay, yes.
On number 8, why wouldn't it be, what's the difference between discharge from performance and multiple? Mutual,
So
like the difference between B and H.
B and H. Well, because we have a mutual agreement in the facts, we have a mutual agreement.
But you couldn't have a discharge without it being breach of contract if it wasn't mutual too.
Like, what is the definition of?
Well, no, not necessarily. Well, if we had, if you have I have a contract for you to paint my house, and then I say to you, I changed my mind, that's a unilateral release of the contract,
But how would that not be a breach of contract?
because I let you go. Well, from my standpoint,
So then why when on April 30th?
Let's suppose that I paid you, and then I got charitable, and I said, I'm gonna release you from your contract, and you can keep the money. That's a unilateral, that's not mutual. Because, yes, ma'am.
You just answered it. I was just gonna say, so discharge is one party still has to perform, so you still pay, they don't have to act, whereas like a mutual rescission, they both don't do anything.
And arguably, I think if we, Megan and Kelsey, I think if we did not have H, then I think B would be the answer. But you have to choose between B and A. So, and I think we can make a distinction that H, you know, it's one of the questions, and it comes up often in CPA exam, it's one of the questions that there seems to be more than one right answer, because this is a discharge. But then the question comes out, which is the better answer? Kelsey, does that make sense? So, next scenario. And here we don't know how to remember this stuff. Okay. So favor the first Cooper, manufacturer of custom cabinets, and I would circle the word custom because that's important, contracting and writing with Bright Company, a kitchen contractor, to sell 100 unique custom designed kitchen cabinets for $250,000. Kayla, is the UCC cover this? Yes, it's a good, it's more than $500. Bright had contracted to install the cabinets in a luxury condominium complex. The contract provided the cabinets would be ready for delivery by April 15th, would be shipped FOB seller's loading dock. Now, what does that mean, Greg?
Shipping contract?
It's a shipment contract. It also means who bears, in general, Greg, who bears the risk of loss? The buyer does. Okay. So in general, this is a shipment contract and the buyer receives the risk of loss. But on April 15, Cooper had 85 cabinets completed and delivered them together with 15 standard contracts. So Brandon, do we now have a breach of contract?
Yes.
I promised 100 custom built cabinets and I delivered 85 custom built and 15
Standard.
other. And then, to a trucking company for delivery to Wright. Cooper fax Wright a copy of the shipping invoice listing the 15 standard cabinets. May the 1st, before reaching Wright, the truck was involved in a collision and all the cabinets were damaged beyond repair. So, question, Greg, the contract between Cooper and Wright was a shipment contract, that's true. And B, the contract, well, obviously A is true, B cannot be true. And the contract between Cooper and Wright was a consignment contract, there's no evidence of that. So Big Drew, the answer is A. Oh, awesome. B, question 2. Brandon, the risk of loss of the 85 custom cabinets passed to Wright on April 15th. Brandon, what happened on April 15th? That's the
when
date we
delivered.
shipped them.
Yeah.
That's the date we delivered them to the common carrier. Or the risk of loss for the 100 cabinets passed around on April 15th. Or the risk of loss for the 100 cabinets remained with Cooper. Sydney, the answer says C, but I'm not sure why that's true. Sydney?
There's a breach of contract.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that. There's a breach of contract, which means, and why is there a breach?
Because he promised 100 custom cabinets and only shipped
Well, we shipped 100 cabinets.
85 custom.
Ah, okay. So therefore, what happens, Greg, is the risk of loss normally is on the seller in the shipment contract, but in this case, since we breached the contract, it reverts back to the seller, which I think, Kelsey, is fair because.
He breached.
So, Greg, the answer is
C.
C. C for correct. Okay. Now, question 3. Linda and AJ. The contract between Cooper and Wright was invalid because no delivery date was stated. And Linda, this is why it's important to identify this as a UCC contract, because under common law, we would not have a contract. But in UCC, they fill in the blank, so we do have a contract. AJ, so AJ, A is wrong.
Yes.
B, the contract between Cooper and Wright was voidable because Cooper shipped only 85 custom cabinets. And C, the contract between Cooper and Wright was void because the goods were destroyed. Let me think about this, AJ. I'm going to argue, if I'm the seller, I'm going to argue C, aren't I? But then, Linda, if I'm the buyer, I'm going to argue B, and it's voidable at my option. Now, the answer is B, but Linda explained to me why.
Because if you wanted to, you could accept the other 15 standards.
Or, okay, I could, but I'm not. Let me ask you this. AJ, for C to be right, then I have to be using an impracticality defense. An impracticality defense works if the event that happened was not foreseeable. Is it foreseeable, AJ, that goods could be damaged in transit?
Yes.
Therefore, C is not correct. Therefore, the answer, Linda, is B. B for, what's B stand for? B for, A is awesome, C is correct, B is, D is dandy, B is what?
Best.
Oh, B is best. That's good. Thank you. That's so damn obvious.
Sydney came up with it.
Oh, no, Kelsey can take the credit.
You make it sound like it's something you don't want to take credit for. We'll give credit to Michael. He stole my clicker. You know, I can't believe, Michael. I can't believe that nobody in this classroom uses the clicker. You think somebody would say, where's my damn clicker, when steal one from another room? Okay, question 4. Candace, Cooper's shipment of the standard cabinets was a breach of contract with Wright. Well, Candace, we've already determined that. But tell me why B is wrong.
Because Wright knew that he was shipping like 15 standard cabinets and 85 custom ones, so.
And Candace, for B to be correct, that means that if I don't have a breach until I object, that can't be right, because it's not my objection, it's the fact that you didn't do what you told me. And so I don't even have notice of the breach. Now, Candace, why is C Incorrect.
Because he had a breach of contract, he didn't try to make a new contract.
Okay. So let's go to question 5. Katie and Taylor. Katie, guess what the answer is? Don't even read the damn questions. Just say the answer is A, which is for awesome. But tell me why, Katie.
Since they specifically have a contract for the custom cabinets, I think because of the unique nature, he's supposed to.
Okay, Taylor, I want to ask you a question. What does specific performance mean? Taylor, under contract law, a court could either order monetary damages or they could order specific performance. Now, specific performance means order them to do what they promised. So, Taylor, the law prefers monetary damages because the law does not like to force people to do things they don't want to do. But monetary damages are only used if, monetary damages are used unless monetary damages are not appropriate to make you whole. Then we order specific performance. Let me state that more clearly. So specific performance, Katie, would only be ordered if monetary damages are insufficient. So, Michael, I offer you to sell you my house at 2509 College Park. And I sell you, instead, I transfer title to you to Keith Harrison's house. Would monetary damages make you whole? No. Why? Because every house is unique. Now, let's suppose, though, Katie, that the contract was for toothpaste. So you buy 100 crates of toothpaste to sell in your retail store. Would monetary damages make you whole? Yeah, you could take that and buy other toothpaste. Therefore, monetary damages would be appropriate in that case. Let's suppose that, Taylor, it was a contract to sell a Picasso. Would monetary damages make you whole?
No.
No, because you want something unique, like the house. Therefore, if the contract was for a sale of a Picasso, then Taylor specific performance would be ordered by the court. Now, I think, David, the key term here is custom built. Therefore, it's not, Matthew, it's not any cabinets that I want, it's these.
Right.
Therefore, Matthew, would specific performance be appropriate? Yes. What about Talini's breach of promise? Because didn't you agree to sing at the wedding, which is June 18th, 2016, right? Which is a long time from now. So you breached the contract. Cindy, do you think a court could order specific performance? And Taylor, what would specific performance mean? It would mean that she has to come sing. And it seems like this is different, isn't it? How is this different? Could a court order her to do a service that she doesn't want to do? Can a court order somebody to take a job they don't want to take? Can somebody be forced to do a job against their will? What do you think? What do you think, Kobe?
No,
Why not?
because if they don't want to do it, they're not going to do it well.
Okay, that's a good point. If they, if I'm scheduled to do heart surgery, and I don't want to piss off the doctor, he might just have a little slip. And that's true, but give me a legal reason, a constitutional reason, maybe. Slavery. 13th Amendment outlaws slavery, and if I force you to do something you don't want to do, that makes you a slave. Good. How'd you know that?
I'm smart.
I'm impressed. Very good. Test is on Friday. See you then.